Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Haven Rock, our Buffy the Vampire Slayer RPG campaign using Eden Studios' Buffy the Vampire Slayer RPG. My name is Kaleb Wade. I am your director for the evening. Fenn has had some camera troubles, but it looks like he's fixing them. Yay! So, hi. Sorry for the delayed start, but, just had to get all the ducks in a row and everything.
Quack.
Those murderous ducks.
Violence is always an option.
So,
you can always wield something with your mouth and get results.
Bow down before us, puny human. Also, apropos of nothing, I believe there are two ways to play the Untitled Goose Game. One where you are, I'm just a sweet, mischievous goose. Oh my goodness, let's have fun. And the other is, bow down, human, to your new god.
I believe in the menace technique. You can find that anytime I'm at a con in a vest, you'll find all of my unentitled pins and buttons and patches because honk, it is a beautiful day in the village.
Those geese were like, you'll want some chaos and negativity. So, as I said, I'm Kaleb, your director for the evening. Welcome to episode 11 of 13. This is the episode before the penultimate episode. Welcome to episode 11, Promises. Let's go around the virtual table and, say who we are, who we're playing, and what we're hoping for tonight. Let's start with Emily.
Oh, okay.
It's like, damn it.
I should stop. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Emily. I'm going to be playing Ashlyn tonight, as you can probably tell by the Zoom name, if you can see it. Hopes. Mostly a way of avoiding my problems. Or Ashlyn's, I would say.
Fen.
Hello, I'm Fen Acheny. I'm playing Cole Braddock this evening, and I have a very specific energy I did not know I was going to bring to this table until I sat down and decided that that's what's going to happen today. So, welcome everybody.
Dan.
Sorry.
Are you getting red in the chat?
Yes. I mean, it's accurate, but still. Hello. I'm Dan. I'm on the internet in the places at Darker Larper. I am very interested in where on earth this is going because my notes are very interesting from last time. They enjoy a lot of swear words, which means that there's a lot. I hope nobody dies. That's the goal. We don't have to kill anyone and no one dies.
Last but not least, Aubrey.
I'm Aubrey. I am playing Nessa, and my hopes for this session are, I will echo the no one dies, but also let's say with no one gets kidnapped. So yeah, that's a good one. Our loved ones are not used against us as weapons.
just looking at the evil person, just like, well, yo, could you not? It's like the middle of September.
It's Tuesday. Wait till Friday.
At the very least, it's just like, I have your loved ones in the basement. And can't you see I'm fucking leisuring?
We have school. We have classes.
I would like to point out that it was a freaking school night that we had to go to a safe house and check. Like, goodness gracious!
And then we all have to do the walk of shame to school.
We literally had to show up in the same. Oh, we didn't have to.
We didn't have to. We chose it.
We were gonna be late no matter what. So
Y'all went to Starbucks.
we did go to Starbucks. We got our orders. We all got grandes or ventis, depending on your preferences. It's fun.
So, Speaking of last week and last episode, who would like to start the recap? For those who are unaware, the recap is a collaborative experience in which, if everyone participates, something special might happen. It may be XP, maybe a plot twist, maybe something else now that we're in the final 3 episodes.
Episode 10, last episode, was called Fake Friends.
Yep. And it started off with someone at the door.
Yes. That someone turned out to be Gretchen.
Mm-hmm. The Slayer gone rogue.
Without us knowing, because we're terrible at driving, apparently.
We're not good at crime. It's okay.
It's crime that we're bad at. Not driving.
I mean...
You can't drive!
Why do I imagine, like, it's just like, okay, all you have to do is this, and this, and this. Trip's like, cool, got it. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Windows down. Don't be suspicious.
And we were driving a hearse. It's super easy to find.
It's a very suspicious car. Yeah, Gretchen comes up and but I think this is what I wrote it down as being important, where Cole was like, "You hurt no one, we won't hurt you if you come into this space," and we all agree upon that.
Physically a safe space.
Physically a safe space.
No, because she came for me.
Came for all of us.
Yeah, that's why I said physically. Not spiritually, emotionally, mentally. No.
I would like to point out that my notes for this entire section just says this entire conversation is all different types of shade of fucked up. That's like what it says. And then it has all of the sub notes. This whole thing. Yes. But, yeah. We learned some things in that conversation. Mostly that the matron wants to be a god.
Yep.
That was the big thing. I also have a note that's like the fact that Felix just disappeared, but that's neither here nor there.
Gretchen also kind of chewed Trip out for not knowing us, even though it's only been like 6 fucking weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. What's Nessa's favorite? What's my mom's first name?
Yeah. I mean, this is like, to be fair, it's been a pretty busy 6 weeks.
What's Ashley's favorite food? Which is a fucking stupid question.
It's like, trick questions, all food!
I mean, for the record, I've never seen her like be like, I'm not gonna eat that actually. Like, no, gusto, 100% to any food.
Mm-hmm. I will say, even though I don't have a green jacket, Nessa is almost constantly wearing a green jacket.
We need to get you a green jacket over the
I
break.
do need to get, that's one of the things I was going to do. I was going to order a green hoodie. Along with all the red hair dye I'm going to need.
So, Gretchen has a conversation with the gang, drops a few hints of information. What happens afterwards?
Yeah,
I don't throttle her as soon as she crosses the threshold.
Yeah, there's that. They leave. There's a very interesting conversation between Izzy and Cole. You know, we as audience members learn a little bit more about their backstories, but us as players don't know.
Yeah, my notes just say oof.
Yep, they're both big oof.
It's 2 oofs.
Yep.
There was a call to one Nadia roast down.
Yep. It was just like, don't like isolate her, even though that's what you all want to do.
The way to Gretchen is friendship is the direct quote. I believe my notes say the way to Gretchen is clearly through the power of friendship. So yeah.
There was also various just
lots of jokes.
Lots of jokes. Lots of just like, hey Nessa, what about Felix? And Nessa's like, I don't know. And other various food from Vera's was had, and then we all do the walk of shame to school the next day. As we just arrive with 15 minutes late with Starbucks.
Yeah. We noticed that Gretchen is in fact at school. We don't really like interact. Robert and Bianca do. Everyone seems friendly. We didn't tell them. We talked about not telling them. We decided that might have been a smart move because we're not supposed to isolate her. we record a conversation between Gretchen and Miss Luna, which will definitely come up this episode because I have notes to not forget about it. And also, there were multiple premonitions that happened.
Yep. The second one ended with Gretchen getting yeeted off a roof.
Yeet.
Well, out of a window.
Out of a window. Yeeted.
Yeet. Yeah, that's basically.
It felt like there was a lot, but there really wasn't a lot that happened last episode. There was just a lot of plot bombs.
Yes. I will point out that my notes are very funny. They're not necessarily always the most helpful, including, I swear if this girl says, I'm sorry one more time, I'm gonna kill her myself right now. Love.
And then we also learned that Gretchen was the one that did all the horrible things to all of us, and so there might be a little bit of simmering resentment.
Literally to everyone.
Yep.
Everyone. Yeah, that's a summary of episode 10. Fake friends.
And so we open episode 11. Just imagine the splash art of the title, right? Haven Rock, a Buffy the Vampire Slayer RPG. As it then dissolves into a fog. It is an undetermined amount of time, but it's clear that this is in the past. We are in a dark forest. Footsteps crunching against leaves and root and twigs. I don't know where he is. He's got to be around here somewhere. He's your friend, isn't he? He's a bit more than that, but I don't know why he's doing that. Well, I understand why he's doing this, but I don't understand how he could have gotten his hands on this. Well, maybe you're not as good a friend as you think you are. If I wanted your opinion, Siobhan, I would ask it as your watcher. We see Tanya, a bit younger, decked out in sort of like earthy tones and a sort of like long jacket next to a bit of a twig, apparently named Siobhan. A hair shaved into a very, I'd say, intimidating mohawk. Dyed neon pink. We see Cole standing over a fire, a cauldron, and a bag of ashes in his right hand. Cole, you hear twigs snap near you.
Cole will turn to look, but I think since he was focused on the flames, his eyes still adjusting, does not register before probably what would be too late for him. Maybe not. But maybe. Before they are fully making themselves present.
Cole! And Tanya just runs up to you. What are you doing?
Just doing what I wanted to get Reese back. That's all. You know.
What? Wait, who's Reese?
Reese. I guess out of character question. Siobhan is
a potential slayer.
Mm-hmm. Is not the one that was involved then.
No.
Okay. Then he will kind of go, former love of my life that I would like to have in my life again.
But Cole, that's not possible.
Well, according to this book, it is.
And
cauldron, ashes, goat's foot, a couple other things.
Tanya goes for the book, but Shaban just sort of snatches it from her. You're bringing back a vampire.
Oh yeah,
Why the fuck would you do that?
because I love him.
So because you love a soulless monster, you're willing to threaten literally everyone else here.
Well, I mean, up until recently, he wasn't doing a lot of harm.
Oh? Seems he did a lot of harm to you. If you're willing to do some dark magic shit to get him back, Shaban, that's enough. No, I wanna... This is wild. You're bringing back a vampire because you say you love him, but would he have done the same for you?
I would guess so. I mean, he kept me alive.
For what? A snack? Shaban, that is enough.
Could have thrown me away at any point. Chose not to.
Well, Watcher, it seems you've got a choice here. Either we stop...
Getting the book back just out of curiosity, because if I don't time the ashes right, then the rest of this is fucked.
Oh. Guess it is. Shaban tosses the book into the fire.
I would like to actually try to catch it.
Ooh. Now this is a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. I would say that his dex is not quite the same.
Okay.
So I will make a roll with a bit of a disposition in the bonuses, because I think it is pre his current stats.
I believe it is as well.
It's probably, I'm gonna guess a 9.
That is one success.
Do you think it's fast enough? I would say, you don't mind me interposing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Fast enough to catch the book, but he still mistimes the ashes.
Fair enough. You catch the book. You throw the ashes into the cauldron. You wait. 1 heartbeat. 2 heartbeats. 3 heartbeats. Too long?
Fuck.
Why on earth would you throw that book in the fire? He was going to risk all of us. Alright? And, you need to tell the Watchers Council, don't you? We got humans trying to bring back vampires around here.
One vampire, not a bunch, just one. And because I loved him, not because he's a vampire. Additionally, had one of your slayers not caught on to him, he still would have been alive.
I think we can overlook this one, Shaban. Oh, can we? Or can you?
Tanya, don't jeopardize your stuff because of me.
Are you questioning my authority, Shaban? I'm questioning your loyalty to the cause, Tanya.
Quick question, Shaban.
Shoot.
Are you a slayer?
Gonna be, one day, when one of them kills over.
Not with that attitude. Because slayers are many things. But cocky assholes really doesn't fit most of them.
Yeah, well, I heard there's this American one. Lahane, I think. She's pretty cocky. Survived a bit.
Confidence and cockiness are two vastly different things.
Shaban, I will get Cole home. You go on back to your dormitory in the academy. Okay? We will talk about this later. Sure. Watcher, we'll talk about this. Bloodsuckers. And Siobhan starts to walk off.
Cole, with what remains of a goat foot in his other hand, the other item, will just throw it right at the back of the head of Siobhan.
You hit her, but she keeps walking. Okay.
Why'd they bear her with you?
I don't know.
How'd she even make it this far?
I also don't know. But it's worrying me. Because if they are setting watchers like me with problem cases, who knows what might happen.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I mean, she had some valid points. For as much of an asshole as she was.
I didn't ask if she had valid points.
Well,
asked
I mean,
if you were okay.
Yes, I'm okay. I'm not okay. It's like the whole loss experience. It kind of happens in weird stages, and you go through a lot in one point, and then you don't go through anything for like months. And here we are, and somebody tells you one thing, and then you go researching down a rabbit hole. You find a book in an old shop, and it's like, oh, this looks like it could be useful. You decode it from Greek, and suddenly you have a way of bringing back the person that meant the world to you.
There's a pause before Tanya just hugs you.
Cole will blink and then hug her back.
Come on, let's get you home. Okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Tanya starts to sort of snuff out the fire.
Cole will tilt over the cauldron with bubbling water and ashes as it sizzles on the ground.
And as that water is, and that whatever liquid was in that cauldron was pushed over, we seemingly fade into Cole pouring himself a cup of tea. The next morning. You blink, and you're back in the present.
Man, haven't thought about that in a while. Ty, let's go over to Felix and see what he's up to.
Tig nods. Goes to start the car.
Cole will get himself put back together, clothes put on, more for outerwear than around the house.
For posterity's sake.
Yeah.
And
step in.
so you leave. That cup of tea still steaming on the counter. Trip, what are you up to? You okay?
Yeah. It's morning, right?
It is.
This morning Trip has gone for a run, just a couple of miles, like looping around the outside of this area of Haven Rock, and then back, and has like currently probably sitting at the table, eating some oatmeal, probably prepping for the rest of the day.
You get a text from Izzy. Healing's boring. I'm bored. Are you bored?
A text is sent back with like, well, I mean, I do have that school thing technically.
Oh yeah, lucky you.
I mean,
Before you can respond, immediate Dawson goes, "Did I just say lucky you to schooling?"
Yes, you did, and I did say technically. I'm a senior. I could miss a couple of days.
I mean, you could. You could visit me.
And see Trip just kind of like finishes the oatmeal really fast. Just like, okay.
Okie doke.
Yeah, well, dump that into the dishwasher and go upstairs and like basically switch bags from school bag to like a regular day bag that doesn't have a cajillion books into it.
10 copies of chicken soup for the grieving soul.
It's 6 copies. I don't know what you're talking about.
You still have that recording you could listen to.
Oh, yeah, I think Trip will pop in their earbuds. Text Izzy like ride ? Or pick me up. And we'll listen to it while waiting.
You get a text that says, "Meet me at the diner?" ?
Text. We'll send a text. It's like, okay, but I will be sweaty. And Trip will like kind of like take off like their like sweater and jacket and kind of like put it in the bag and like start jogging towards the diner while listening to the recording.
It's pretty clear. No one seemed to have disturbed the phone because you were super sneaky with your how many successes? It was like
20. I think it was 5. Oh no, it was like a 26. It was excessive.
it was insane. But
I'm sorry, 7. 7. It was mind-boggling.
Yeah, it was mind-boggling.
Indeed. So as you're jogging, you hear, Miss Luna, Gretchen, hi. How are you feeling? Is everything okay? I'm dealing. I have a hypothetical, philosophical question for you. Okay, I would ask you to come by office hours, but it is the end of the day. Do you believe that there is a greater good? Swinging it out of the park already. Okay. I believe that there is a good in all of us as people, whether we decide to allow that good to radiate from us in either very public acts of service or within an embrace between friends. I believe that there is a warmth and kindness that people associate with good. Okay, more of a still hypothetical. What if you hurt people you cared about? Not that you wanted to in this hypothetical situation, but what if your hand was... I can't really say forced, can I? What if someone promised you something you could never get back, and you had to hurt the people you love to do it? Could you still be good? Gretchen, are we sure that this is metaphorical and hypothetical? For the sakes of this conversation, yes. Well, I would say that we all mess up. We're human. We are beings ruled by this odd amount of tissue that people still don't fully understand. There is a point where I believe that there's a point where one must show their apology rather than saying it, because words are just words. Words may mean things, yes, but they can also be heavily misconstrued. And if you truly care about these people, there may be a point where even if you do show them that you are willing to learn from your mistakes, they have every right not to forgive you. And that's just the risk. But if you're willing to I won't say that apology is a form of sacrifice, but I believe that the greatest good someone can do is just owning up and moving forward, trying to do right along the way. But you're a teenager. It's okay. You're gonna mess up. You just have to think about moving forward. Okay. Thanks, Lisa. You hear someone's footsteps start to walk out of the room. Oh, and, Gretchen. Yeah? I'm sorry about your parents. Thank you. My aunt is handling the funeral and everything. I didn't. No, it's okay. It's understandable. Be safe out there, okay? Oh, okay. Thanks for the talk. And the conversation ends. And you are at the diner.
Oof. I don't know how I'm gonna. I'm gonna. That's too much thinking. And Triple like slide their phone in their pockets, take their headphones out, and walk into me Dizzy.
Nessa, what are you up to?
My question earlier was just like I was wondering how many days it had been since the last episode.
This is the next day.
Next day. Cool. So it was like Wednesday. So yeah, Nessa, wakes up in her like little studio. Slept there again. Probably the first time in probably about a week or so. But after the last few days, had a lot of thoughts and feelings to get out in art. So that's what she starts. Probably checks whatever she worked on last night, make sure that paint cured properly, and then goes out to find some breakfast of some kind.
I believe your dad was still taking the week off.
Yeah, I think it was. I think we're about halfway through said week.
Yeah. Hey, kiddo, how about some French toast?
French toast sounds great.
Right.
She'll immediately go to where coffee is and just pour herself a big cup.
You sleep okay?
Yeah, I didn't mean to fall asleep at the studio again. Just kind of did. I've got portfolio stuff coming up in the next month, and I don't want to mess it up.
You were gonna ace it. I know
Thanks.
you will.
Still haven't decided.
How was your movie night?
It was good. We didn't really pay a lot of attention to the movie. We just kind of sat there and roasted it. Yeah.
That sounds pretty fun.
It was eventually, and then there was the whole, I guess we have to study kind of thing.
Yeah. Hunger Down, senior year, all that jazz.
Man. Oh, look forward to being done, but not looking forward to the slog through it.
Strawberries?
Sure.
Your dad serves you a delicious plate of strawberry French toast. Do you need a ride to school or?
We'll have checked. I'll check my phone, see if there's any you have a ride, because I don't know if Izzy only got their car back yesterday, so it's like maybe I see that nobody's texted anything about rides. They're like, yeah, I think I do.
Alrighty. Do we need to pick up anyone on the way?
I will send out a quick text to the group and just ask if anybody needs a ride.
To school.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Ashlyn, what are you doing this morning?
But first of all, she's sort of curled up in bed, and her arm can't go so it's like trying to turn it off.
Please, no. Demon box, no. I shan't.
And she realizes that she put it across the room, so she has to get up.
Smart.
And then she will open the curtains, and then go downstairs, pour herself some cereal or something, and check her phone while she's eating.
You see a text from Nessa, asking if anyone needs a ride. On the cereal box, you didn't catch it as you were groggily pouring it, but there is a note from your mom saying, hey, your dad and I are both out, just some grocery shopping, and it's just a normal thingy. No need to worry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My brain just went boom, and I'm just like, parents leave things for kids, yes? So you probably will need that ride to school.
Yeah, so I'll text back. Yeah, I'll take a ride.
Cool. Nessa will let her dad know that they're picking up someone and where that might be.
Alrighty, so we have Trip skipping school, Cole doing things, and Nessa and Ashley at school. Trip, Nessa, and Cole, roll me a d10. Just a d10.
I waste my rolls on these things. I have rolled an 8.
Okay, so adventures with Trip and Izzy are first. So you're at the diner. Izzy is sort of she's sort of like it's early for her, so she's like in sweatpants, she's in a tank top, like hair is a little tousled. There are 3 cups of coffee on the table. 3 of them are empty.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Well, so what do you do during the day?
I sleep. Kind of hard to do that when you're paranoid.
Yeah, no, that checks out.
What are you up to? Playing hockey?
I mean, I think this is the first time this year, so I've got a few.
Look at you.
Also, it's Wednesday, and everybody hates Wednesday.
Everybody does hate Wednesday. So, what do you want to do?
I didn't really have a ton of ideas of plans.
I mean, if we want to meet up at the library, it's going to be odd to see you, who skipped school, walk right in.
I mean, would it do people really care?
I'm sure some people do.
No one important cares. That's all that really matters.
You say so. is fucking early.
Why did you volunteer the idea of me not going to school?
I don't know, because healing alone in an unfamiliar place is low-key, I don't know, damaging to the psyche or something. I need to get out.
I mean, you've never, like, gotten a tour of my house, have you?
Wouldn't that be weird without your mom?
No.
Alright, fair. You gonna order something? Because...
Yes, and triple order a box of Joe to go and a breakfast quesadilla.
your order's up. And I assume you go back to your place?
Yep.
You jogged there. Sorry, I almost thought you rode your bike. Whoopsie.
Nope. That is exactly why I jogged, so you did not have to worry about getting the bike back.
Getting the bike into the trunk of the car. So, you listened to, did you tell Izzy about the recording?
No, I have not yet.
So, anything new on the Gretchen front?
So yes, but no, but yes.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I know, right? She had a conversation with Miss Luna, our, like, psychology teacher, at the end of the day. I was being nosy, so I listened to it. Very interesting.
Interesting, how so?
I don't think Gretchen is necessarily playing for the opposite team. Not, like, fully, at least.
I mean, if the matron did promise her parents, that's a pretty big arm twist.
I just don't think she believes that she's gonna get it. And that, plus her, like, the sword in the back of Crowman's car, and some other stuff that she's done, that just doesn't seem to be mortal enemy want you dead, and more like the I'm helping out the people that I actually want to win, even though I'm on the other side currently. I'm not gonna call her on it. Like, I wouldn't call her on it. I think it's an advantage for us. But, like, getting my sword enchanted, like, we would have never thought of that. That's something we should probably do, actually.
I mean, you told me that you two swapped watchers, right? Maybe there's something that she knows that Nadia taught her.
Maybe, though. I mean, I don't want to be like, I've always been the tactician of the group, but I tactics is kind of my thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tactics.
Yes. Not plans, tactics. Notice the difference.
Thought Middle English was your thing.
But soft what light through yonder window breaks.
There it is. Either way, I mean... Are you okay?
My brain just... Little small hiccup there. It's fine.
Either way, if you are gonna want to have a conversation with her, it should probably be soon.
Yeah, I might.
Because
Maybe.
I'm gonna be real with you. Even when she shot me, never saw someone that scared.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to do it because, like, on one hand, I kind of have to corner her to probably have a conversation with her. On the other hand, I also don't want anyone else catching on that I'm being nice to her, specifically, like, the matron. So, like, balancing out that kind of, like, thing. So I think I'm going to corner her, fake threaten her while having a nice conversation, but through, like, the lens of aggressiveness, if that makes sense. Gotta keep up appearances.
Well, whatever you decide, hopefully it won't shut her out more.
That's the plan.
Oh, hey, we're here. And Izzy sort of like drives up to the sidewalk, like to the curb, and it's just like, so. And she sort of like gets out of her car with a tiny bit of struggle. She's still not 100%.
Welcome to the Fortress Ward. And Triple lead them into the.
That was gonna be like Castle Ward Skull or something like that.
No, it's a fortress. It's a place of solitude.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a tour or not? And Triple show them around their slightly too large house.
The fortress,
Fortress.
if you will. So as you show,
It's classic MTV crib style.
mm-hmm.
So definitely, and this is where the magic happens, because
This is my garage with everything in it.
This is the garage of sports equipment, just all of it. Yeah.
So as you are showing Izzy around, Nessa and Aisling, Nessa rolled a 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
4.
So it is midday.
Yep.
Around lunchtime, you know.
Mm.
Do you two sit together?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And if like Robert and Bianca like also have the same lunch as us, probably also sit with them too.
Robert and Bianca are sort of like sitting to themselves.
Okay.
Like, they're not too far off if you want to strike up a conversation, but
yeah, well, sit within like conversation vicinity.
Gretchen is sitting like to herself in a corner. You hear Robert and Bianca sort of like leaned into each other, sort of like trying to keep their conversation quiet over the dull roar of the cafeteria at lunchtime.
I really want to see if I can hear it.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, I imagine Nessa's like doing the thing where she's kind of like perched up in the chair, like sketchbook on her knees, and has been sketching a little bit. But yeah, also like be nosy.
$19.
15.
All right, so you two kind of hear.
My success levels.
Okay, and how many success levels is that for you, Nessa? I'd say you two hear this. It seems to be sort of like a rushed conversation. It's just like, I mean, do you think we should like go for it? I've never tried anything like this, and if my hunch is correct, I need to make sure that I have everything under control. Like, I'm not even sure I can do this. I mean, you can do this. Like, you're awesome. You're like a badass necromancer. Please don't say that word. I'm like a bone helper. Oh god. Oh, that's worse. Oh, that's worse. That's worse, Bianca. Oh no. Well, yeah, you're a bear, buddy. Please, no. Stop it. No. Just because Barry's in town does not mean that I'm a buddy to a bear. That's like, oh no. Oh god. Like, it seems they are planning something. The bone helper and the bear buddy.
Just sort of look over at Aisling and just be like, honestly, as long as it doesn't raise the dead, I'm okay with whatever they want to do.
Yes, same.
I think Bianca's learned the lesson of don't raise your lover from the dead, and half the cemetery as you do. We can hope.
Yeah, well, we can hope. That's what we can do, really.
Because I mean, there's this Gretchen stuff. Like, I don't know. what is your take on all of this?
Ooh, I don't know, really, because obviously Gretchen has been through a lot. Obviously, with the illness and then being fine and then losing her parents, that's, a big thing. But then, sometimes you just have to, like, deal with your losses. You have to take them on the chin, like, just like, say she does manage to bring back her parents or whatever, like, what are going to be the consequences to, her next, like, loss or whatever?
Honestly, I don't know. Uh, like I want to help her, but every time, I think about it, all I can remember is the whole breaking into my house and kidnapping me thing. It does kind of put a damper on wanting to help someone.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
I mean, yeah, she did it under duress. And did it because she was told to. It's not like it was her idea. But at the same time, it's just
She still
it's something. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time to move past.
Yeah, also, there were multiple other ways for that situation to go. I should have just asked you to pretend to be kidnapped or something.
I'm relatively sure that said matron would know. She does seem to have a lot of really powerful magic. But yes, there
were options.
Yeah, there are options, and I guess now I shouldn't have been too worried about her taking Neil, because I guess I was the target. I guess. Probably, I don't know, because I mean, they could have and they didn't. I don't know. It's really complicated, and all I want to do is just get all this college stuff done and not think about witches with delusion of godhood. Witches with delusion of godhood. I don't want to think about that, but that's kind of not an option. But I don't know. I'll keep an eye on Bianca and Robert, and see if I can glean anything else about what they might be planning. Because
all that you really know is that it's dealing with something that Bianca has personally never done before. And Barry is in town.
But if Barry is in town, we're seeing him after school.
Sure. Yeah, we can go. Could use a hug from a 6-foot Costco bear.
But yeah, this double life thing with school and fighting supernatural, it's exhausting.
Yeah, honestly,
How did the Power Rangers do it?
Yeah.
How does anyone do it?
Yeah, all I want to do be a normal high schooler, go on dates with a very specific shadow boy, and make art.
Valid.
And as you two try to glean a bit more about whatever Bianca and Robert are seemingly planning.
Yeah, I don't want to butt in because it could just be completely innocuous.
Though these nerds have had poor word choice.
Yeah, they've got poor word choice, and it's I would hope that Bianca would know enough to not do something really stupid again. So it's just gonna be I'll keep an eye on it, but I don't want to stop them.
Cool. You arrive outside of what will the future side of the nightclub Noir, where Felix likes to hang up his hat, as it were.
Mm-hmm. I assume that there's a couple of contractor shipping containers that have been plopped down. Some fold-out stairs have been put up. I assume one of them is kind of where Felix has been making his home. He'll walk up to it and kind of knock on the door.
You hear something slicing through the air, and then something clattering to the floor. Feel free to open the door, but I'd keep my distance.
He kind of opens it gingerly and goes, Felix, you in there?
You see Felix sort of like practicing with the whip blade that he always carries on him. A few dummies are sliced in half. Some are some are just one cut through the middle. Some are like brutal slashes. Some look like claw marks. But you see Felix sort of. You can sense that he's been at this for a while, but he does not want to show his exhaustion. But whatever shadow that would sort of normally trail around him has sort of like faded into a normal looking shadow. Yeah.
How you doing?
Not great. You?
I've been worse, but I've also been better.
Any reason you want to check up on little old me?
You're a dear friend of mine and care about you a fair bit. And you look like you are running yourself ragged, and burnout is a very real thing that is not something you should probably test.
I just want to be ready for whatever hell's coming.
Well, whatever hell is coming may not be all that bad.
What?
Well, I mean that relatively. This matron figure, heard about her?
She's never visited me, if that's what you're about to ask.
No, that's not what I was going to ask. I figured if you had, you'd either be after me or telling me about it already.
No, seem to be surrounded by people who are affected by her. Never really had the personal experience. Felix sort of like, instead of wrapping the belt around his waist as usual, he just sort of like lets it drop from his hand.
I say this because we talked with Gretchen a couple nights ago.
Must have been after I left.
Yeah. You had taken off for the night. We had a conversation. She explained some of why she's doing what she's doing. We talked about the matron a little bit. From what I understand, she's someone looking to become a god.
Something power, something.
More or less. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
But, that being said, she isn't there yet. Meaning she's human.
Meaning she has weaknesses. You gonna look into this?
I kind of feel obligated to. Seeing as people that are getting to know you better are being put in harm's way. Not by your choice or your fault, obviously, but friends of yours are friends of mine. You know how that goes.
To be honest, seeing Izzy like that, I needed air.
You're valid.
And I trailed Gretchen after she left.
Mm-hmm. She goes somewhere specific, or
just to a hotel? I
The
guess the
one
one
over
she's
on
staying
the-
in.
Yeah, I was supposed to say this. She's been staying at one. Is that kind of newer one?
Yeah, kind of ritzy.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think I
that's the one.
stole something from there once.
That doesn't surprise me.
It shouldn't.
No, but
Thing was, I saw her stop at a bench, look at her phone for a little bit before shaking her head and moving on. Don't know what it was
Stop.
about. Couldn't get close.
Stop at a bench. You didn't see what was on her phone.
No.
Did she have it open long, or she just look at it like a little bit and then wait?
She looked at it a little bit. Maybe she was wanting to call somebody. Maybe she. Well, I don't know if she has any friends, but.
Oh, she's got friends. Maybe ones that aren't super fond of her right now, but she's got friends.
Does she know that?
Probably not. Or she may not believe it. Ones in those situations often find a hard time seeing who's friends and who's not.
I know the feeling.
Me too. So, a bench in a park? Bus stop? What kind of bench?
Bus stop.
Bus stop?
In between the safe house and the hotel.
Okay. Do you have street name on me? It was on a street corner, or?
I was a little out of it. Sorry. But I think it was on the bus corner. Street corner. Sorry.
That's okay. I can do some digging. I'm just looking for my thought process when you say looked at her phone is to, my guess is she was waiting for somebody there.
Or maybe she was looking for someone to call.
Or both.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
As they say. So we'll start looking there, because with every good, oh, not good's not the word, but behind every facade is a human, no matter who you are.
Yeah, well, we can get very tough to convince some people of that.
I won't mind the chance. But
You okay?
yeah, talking with Gretchen brought up some things when we first met. Shaban and all that.
Shit, that was a time.
Yeah, it was. I still thought Reese was redeemable back then. You almost killed me for it. Well, could have. Chose not to.
More focus on the pink-haired crazy person trying to kill all of us.
Yeah, Shaban. Either way. If you want, you can borrow my jet. Go somewhere. Get out of town.
Not yet.
Okay.
Job's not done.
Well, when the job is done.
Oh, when the job's done, I'm going to the fucking Poconos or something.
Of course.
But I don't know. I've gone close to those ragamuffins. Might as well help them out.
No, you do care about them.
Don't you ever let them know about that.
Of course not.
Now, if you excuse me, I need a shower in the worst way. You go ahead and do your detective daring do.
Yep.
Ever need a cat burglar? I'm here.
I'll let you know if I find something that I cannot break into. Take care, Felix.
Be safe, Cole.
You too.
And as you leave what will become Noir, and you step into a puddle, probably residual from the rain.
Yeah, maybe rain last night.
The reflection changes to a large clock as more rapid footsteps start running through that same puddle. We see Cole and Tanya panicking.
Both sprinting, I think, down an alleyway.
Mm-hmm. You find an abandoned building. Shut the door behind you. Fuck.
He'll look around, kind of throw like a pallet over the door or something like that. Nothing too crazy, but enough for the moment. Just gonna go, well, good thing we dodged the car.
Yeah, but maybe we'll be safe here for a little bit. Maybe we won't find someone who will try to kill us. And as Tanya says that, a glint of silver slices the air right next to her face. Now, I don't know what on earth you two are doing here, but I'm pretty sure I called dibs on this abandoned building as a hideaway, so you just scurry along. You see Cole sees a young man dressed in all black. The very tips of his naturally brown hair is silver. Fingernails painted black as a weird bullwhip with a knife tied on the end of it is in his hands.
We weren't looking for any trouble. We were trying to avoid it ourselves. We apologize for barging in on your abandoned building. We were getting away from some people.
Well, I hope you don't bring those people to me. Because I'm hiding from people too.
Oh. That's a shame. I don't think they followed us back that way. They were in a car. We were on foot. They would be here by now if they were gonna.
Could you stop spinning the end of that bullwhip with a knife? It's sort of creating this very tense atmosphere.
I think
No.
what we're just looking for is threatening and yeah. It's a fun gimmick, but we're obviously of no threat to you.
I don't know. She could know judo or something. Then Tanya comes to you. How does he know I know judo?
Guess this is as good as mine. I'll kind of whisper back.
Look, you don't want trouble. I don't want trouble. You leave. Scurry along. There's another abandoned building down the alleyway and to the right, and we should all be fine. And we shall be fine hiding from people. Are we good?
I suppose. Let me just kind of look. He's gonna look out like one of the, like, I assume very broken windows. He looks for a car. I assume he sees headlights pass off a little ways where the street goes. Less good. If we leave right now, people we're avoiding will spot us.
Fine then, make yourselves at home, I suppose. And the young man sort of wraps the bullwhip around his waist and then sort of like on the back of his neck as he walks back to a table with jewels, various necklaces, watches. Seems to be stolen goods.
Oh, you're hiding out from normal people, aren't you?
Eh. Normal.
The type that will throw you in jail rather than just kill you.
Nope, can't. You're not gonna Nick Cannon me on this podcast. What's her name? That way, if I do get caught, I know who to rat out.
Perfect. Because they'll also take me in for questioning and definitely won't just silence me. Name's Cole. Cole Braddock. You are?
Felix Badir.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, charmed. So these people after you, are they trying to kill you, or
Probably.
they're technically trying to kill me?
I'm pretty sure it's probably both of us, Tanya. I'm not
Probably, yeah.
I really wouldn't say
probably a
it's
package
not,
deal.
Yeah, at this
Yeah.
point, I wouldn't say it's just one of us or the other. I think it's both of us, and whoever they get their hands on first will be the first, and then they'll go for the second. So,
Shit, what did you two do?
well, technically, it's what I did. It's what I did, and then she covered for me because we go back a little ways.
I kind of resigned from my job, and they really
Yeah,
took
it's-
exception to that, and we're
It's not the
kind
kind of
of
job you just
here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the kind of job you leave, and what I do is not something.
Cool. Elaborate.
If I elaborate,
Have you ever heard of the vague forces of darkness? Felix just goes, yeah, probably. Yeah.
yeah, probably. Like, how yeah, probably are we talking? Because
Well, I can kind of do this. And he sort of puts his hand onto a table where a shadow is cast on the very dim light. You see his hand sort of sink into the shadow, and you feel a tapping on your shoulder. Before Felix goes, kind of a new trick. I helped this kid out in Nevada.
nice. You'd probably make a killing at magic shows.
Ugh, and those gaudy suits? No, thank you.
Oh, you don't have to wear a gaudy suit. Do some street stuff. Don't like.
Ugh,
That's too
like
much.
Chris Angel? No.
Sure, I don't know. I'm trying to give you options of what you could do if you don't want to do burglary all the time.
That's the thing. I would like to do burglary all the time.
Then keep doing your day job. I'm not saying quit your day job to go fucking follow your passion or anything. If your passion's in your day job, then just do it.
Okay, so we just happened upon an abandoned warehouse where two fugitives of the Watchers Council met a thief that can travel through shadow.
Probably because I'm guessing he's powered by a demon, if I read my lore correctly.
Technically, yeah.
I'm not totally stupid anymore.
No one said that you were.
I mean, I kind of feel like I was dropped into the deep end and really just given nothing on how to swim, so I was kind of drowning for a little while. But hey, allegories. Anyway.
So how long do you have to be here? Because as much as I love the stellar conversation from you two wrecks of people,
Coming from the burglar, really high bar you're setting there.
I admit the knife on the edge of the bullwhip is a bit much.
Yeah, really. Do you expect that to be actually viable in a combat fight? Have you used it in one before?
Yeah.
Okay. Weird concept, I guess.
I mean, it kind of worked.
Okay, kind of makes me a little less sure of how certain you are of that. Anyway, he'll look back out the window.
The
Does he
car
see
seems to
anything?
have gone, but there is a silhouette at the end of the alleyway.
Any telltale signs like big hair signature?
Big hair.
Big hair, okay. He'll kind of pale a little bit in what little light there is and go, Well,
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit. There is a... Bugs have been crawling on my desk and whatnot, and one found its way on my shirt for some unknown fucking reason, and I'm scared for my life.
Felix, I didn't know you were scared of bugs, but today we all learned something.
Out of character, asshat! Ugh. Dick.
Look, Felix was at a table. He was talking. I took the opportunity. Anyway.
We have a very serious show here.
Indeed.
Super.
Super serious. Emmy Award winning.
Emmy Award winning show here.
Wait until we do our version of Hush.
That'll be very interesting seeing as we're all on camera.
We just don't say anything for the entire episode. I don't even narrate what's going on. It's all an interpretive dance.
Gosh.
So, silhouetted figure, big hair,
Yes. He'll
cold
kind of
pails.
turn and look and go. Shaban didn't. We didn't see Shaban follow us, right?
No. Why? And she kind of looks.
He'll point.
Okay.
I'm a little concerned by that.
What?
A Slayer in training who was with this Watcher here
Before I quit my job.
before you quit your job. Because, well, I would say you might have valid reasoning, but that's open to interpretation,
Patriarchal
obviously.
systems that are setting their watchers up to fail.
Weird. Yeah, wild, huh? Anyway, the Slayer in training, working with the Watcher, former Watcher over here, is currently making its way down the alley towards Iris.
Cool. Well, that leaves one bit of recourse for me. And Felix is, as he's saying that, is shoveling. He's still got goods into a backpack.
Well,
You know, that sounds like a very dangerous situation, but, you know, I mean, Slayer in training, not actually a Slayer, so no supernatural ability. You've probably got, I mean, I bet she knows martial arts. You look like someone who knows, and he's gesturing to tell you look like you know how to defend yourself. It's gonna be fine. It's like, I assume you've stepped away from the door with the pallet.
oh, certainly. Yep.
It's like, it's gonna be
Not
fine.
there.
Well, I am going to go ahead. And Felix is sort of like buckling the backpack across his chest. I will wish you the best, and if we ever see each other again, I just know that. And then Shaban kicks open the door. The pallet goes flying.
Yeah.
She's not supposed to be that strong.
Maybe she got a promotion for being a sellout. He'll say as he looks at her.
Well, well. 3 little rats.
He's not with us, just for the record.
I consider myself cat adjacent, actually.
Also.
Well, I know why I'm here. And she sort of like cracks her knuckles.
Cool.
That means none of you get to leave.
Well, that's if you win.
Yeah, it's 3-on-1.
Well, 2-on-1 unless he wants to hop in. Let's keep the odds real here.
Okay, let's be... Alright. You're here to kill these two, right? Right. I have nothing to do with this. Exactly. What do I get out of it? You're an audience. Okay. I have to make sure there's no audience. Okay.
You're welcome to join our side at any time you want to.
Uh-huh. And then Felix sort of like unravels the whip with the blade. It's a bit rudimentary, don't you think? Well, people stop coming for my weapon of choice.
Look, I think if it was more refined instead of just a bullwhip with a knife wrapped around the end, or it wrapped around the end of a knife.
We really gonna do this right now?
Just throwing out suggestions on why people come for your weapon of choice here. It may be because it looks like it's been jury-rigged and is ready for an apocalypse, but hey, whatever. You do you.
Siobhan, I know that I'm not your watcher anymore. And frankly, there's a lot with the Watchers Council right now that is incredibly wrong. You don't have to do this. This isn't what Slayers are supposed to do. You really think that? I do. And Siobhan decks the fuck out of Tanya. Tanya sort of falls to the ground. Well, that wasn't very nice. And then just gut punches Siobhan as a brawl breaks out. As if a cue card that says 5 minutes later. Tanya, Cole, and Felix are battered, a little bloody, but Siobhan is unconscious on the ground. Fuck.
Well, this keeps going from bad to worse, but hey, maybe there's a way out of this.
That car is coming back. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, well, we should. Unless we want to stick around and find out what happens when the rest of the people show up.
And Felix is sort of like considering his next moves. The door is open, but you two are right there. Fuck. And Felix places his hands on Tanya and Cole's shoulders and seemingly pushes them through a shadow.
Oh, this is new. He'll say and like get cut off halfway as the scene changes.
Well, this is... The scene will change after this break. We will be back in about 5-10 minutes, stretch our leggies out, and yeah. This has been an interesting sort of episode so far.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. And we are back. Hello, welcome back to Haven Rock. We have had our tiny break, and now we are back with, I will say it's the end of the day. Of school, at least.
I would like to, I think Trip would have basically, like, asked Izzy if we could go to the school before school was out.
Izzy will drive you.
Yes. I would like to...
You got a plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna go not beat up, but kind of beat up Gretchen. It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
Are you sure that's the best idea?
No, but I do need to talk to her, but I'm also afraid we're being watched. So this is like... if it makes sense.
Okay, let me look up something real quick.
Go
I
ahead.
am afraid.
So your plan...
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So your plan is to pretend to threaten Gretchen, but have a conversation with her?
I would like to have a pleasant conversation with Gretchen under the guise of not having a pleasant conversation with her.
Well, I hope you have a good day.
Okay, like, here's the thing. Trip is pretty sure they're being watched, especially Gretchen specifically probably is being watched. And I want to make sure that, I think Trip has a very solid idea that they think that she's up to something in a way that she's like, okay. But also, like, I don't want to give it away if that's her plan.
Yeah.
So, it's actually a really informed choice.
I suppose for this, perception to make sure that no one is getting the wrong idea, and influence.
Okay.
So you kind of get into school before the day is out. You see Gretchen sort of like, she's not wearing the bright colors she usually does. She's like sort of walking to her locker. You're alone in the hallway.
Okay. I think what Trip will do is just confidently walk towards her, and then
From in front or behind?
the side. Like, I want that flexibility, with the intention of like going and like shoulder checking her into the wall. I also rolled. You said perception influence.
Yes.
I rolled a 14, which is 3 success levels.
Describe what you do, please.
Yeah, so we'll come up and like see Gretchen, confidently shoulder check her into the wall, hand on the wall aggressively by her, like, listen here. And then we'll like drop the voice. I think I know what you're up to. Not in a bad way. But if I'm right, I have a feeling you might be watched. Hence why the aggressive nature of my approach and the hushed tones of which I am using.
Pretty good approach. One problem. I can cloak my mind from the matron thanks to your watcher.
Damn it, she taught you cool shit.
I asked her to.
Oh, well. You see, like, Trip just a little deflate a little bit. Like, I had a great plan, I was working well, and then it's like, okay, never mind then.
So,
I mean, that was really the whole premise.
I figured. Sorry for bursting the bubble. It sounded like a really good plan.
I didn't really have a lot of past that point. I was hoping that it would come while I was here. Anyhow, like, I know what you're doing. I understand. I will kick your ass if necessary. I would prefer not to.
Understandable on all counts. I've been sort of planning, though.
Yeah, I was guessing so.
Thing is, I need a lot of witches.
Yeah, we've been planning too.
So I noticed when the matron came to me that she's not necessarily omniscient. She boasts it. But she kind of fell into the trap of, oh, well, you must have heard this, my lady. And she makes her call her my lady. What? Ugh. Anyway, I figure if she's using some sort of magic to astral project or something, that means that she does have a place. And it has to be nearby. So, maybe, if I can let everyone else in on it, I could potentially pretend like, I don't know, I have you as one of you as a captive, and then call her somewhere, because I can kind of, and she kind of holds up this sort of like medallion, I can kind of do that. And while I distract her, or we distract her, you guys go in while we have witches making sure she has no zip, zap, zoops.
And while Gretchen is talking, Trip is going to unhook the cord of Alethea from their hip and just loop it around her hand.
What? What?
Gretchen, do you believe you're worthy of redemption?
No. But I want to be a good person anyway. She is telling the truth. I also don't think I'm gonna get my parents. I imagine Trip is like starting to pull back, but Gretchen just holds on to it. I also don't think that I'm gonna get my parents back, but it's not gonna matter because I think she's the one who killed my parents in the first place. So if she did, and she took my mom and dad away, I'm gonna end her. You have my word.
And Trip will like gently like kind of like pry open her hand.
Can I have this back, please?
Can I get that back? Thank you.
She lets you. So you're like Wonder Person now?
Apparently, because the cord spoke to me, there's some. I don't really know a lot about these things. Probably because there's enough things that are bigger than me that I'm trying not to expand that too much. And magic's a big part of that.
Well, a little magic knowledge might help.
Yeah, I know. It was more helpful when there was a watcher who was a magic person.
Yeah.
To tell me that my thoughts are loud and stuff.
Yeah. I'd say those words, but I think I've said them enough. Or too much, actually. So I'll say that I want to do right by all of you.
Just know that you broke a lot of hearts.
And they don't have to forgive me.
It's not my call to tell them to, anyhow. Hey, you don't want to go down in history as the first Slayer to go rogue and not be redeemed, do you?
I think someone already beat me to that punch, but of course not. So
I don't think so.
I don't think I have library privileges, so.
I don't think you do either, but
Relay
so
the
far,
message?
Yeah, give it.
Gretchen has told you the plan, but that she'll need a lot of witches, and she'll need to figure out where the matron rests if she does.
Trip says very gently, I'm about to get very aggressive. Don't freak out. And Trip will body check her against the wall again, grab the thing that she was holding. Is it like a bead dangly thing?
It is it's a pendant.
Yeah, is there anything that can be like broken off, like a clasp or anything? Basically like a part of it that without taking the whole thing?
You would be able to sort of like break part of the chain.
Yeah, Trip will yank the chain, finger at the chest, push her aside, and walk towards the library.
Gretchen will play the part of like grabbing her books and sadly going home. As you, and I would assume Nessa and Aisling, walk into the library, you see a familiar face. One that should not be here.
Nadia fucking Rosestone, what the hell are you doing back in the States?
Well, you called me, and I was worried. She is sort of using a cane.
And Trip will just like run over and just like big old hug, like ignore. Doesn't care.
Little pain, darling.
Oh, sorry.
I missed you too.
And then like Trip will like.
I never saw it.
Hello, Miss Rowstone.
Hello, my Saya, who does not have feelings.
We have some work to do.
Indeed we do.
And then, like, Trip will kind of, like, gather up the gang and be like, has anyone seen Cole?
He doesn't go to school with us. He just
I
kind of just
know.
wanders in when he wants to.
Usually he's, like, pretty much on time, where he'll just, like, wander in when it's time to say something important.
Yep, he does that a lot.
Cole.
Look at the door.
It's just like...
And then Trip will shoot off a text where it's like, Cole? Just a question mark?
He'll reply after a brief moment, waiting for a bus.
A bus?
I'll explain when I see you.
We're gonna have the meeting without you. We'll just cue you in later.
Sounds good.
And Trip will, kind of, like, explain. Actually, Trip will try something very, very new, which will be like, I will psychically focus to see if I can tell Nadia the witch part quietly, and then tell everyone else about the rest of the plan. And it's like...
Well, I will ask you a very fair question. Have you brewed any of that tea that Laurel gave you?
No.
Alright then. It is fairly simple. You get the feeling that your message has been received.
And then Trip will, like, grab her hand and drop the broken chain in. And then think, like, you're gonna need this as, like, a focus, maybe. I'm gonna learn about magic later. And then, like, leave it in her hand. And, like, explain to everyone else the rest of the plan, sans the whole, like, us being the victim portion. Because I think that requires a little bit of play along.
As soon as you slap the chain in her hand, Nadia's phone just seems to buzz. Oh, I must take that. And she sort of, like, takes your hands. It's so good to see you. And she sort of, like, makes her way to her phone and closes the office door.
I'm sorry, that's so cool. But yeah, Trip will explain to everyone else there, like, the plan minus, like, the parts that the witches will be playing, and the part of the victim that will be, or the pseudo-victim played by one of us, omitting these details for enthusiastic reasons so that people will go along with the plan. It'll be fine.
When we are doing said plan, or is it just...
Soonish.
Oh no.
It's like, must be a Wednesday.
So yeah, by Friday we're doing this plan, I guess.
I mean, like, soon-ish.
I imagine we don't want to wait too long.
No, we don't.
Can we all just take like a week off of school after this is all done?
I mean, I think like break is coming up soonish.
Trying to remember since I was in school.
Same. Let's just say
like,
sure.
Sure, I think there's one in November.
There is. It's the Thanksgiving break. It's usually like
a
5 or 6 day.
Isn't like fall break like in September or something like that?
Depends.
I think some schools do some like one in October, sort of like.
Yeah, like
but it's only like a couple of days.
It's do in October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's close enough.
Yeah, we have a fall break. There's like the hype
like
at the end of this.
A fall break, Thanksgiving
break, holiday break, and then we come back. We got a long weekend, spring break, which is and then nothing else matters.
Yep.
Maybe we'll get to spring break in season 3.
Possibly.
Look, I just heard you say beach episode.
Episode.
That's all I heard. I heard beach episode.
So, Trip, do you also tell them that this has been Gretchen's plan for a bit?
No, not yet. I think Trip is still kind of operating with the idea of like the less people know about those active moving parts that are clutch to the plan, if they're not involved with them, the safer it'll be. Hopefully, as we get closer, probably on the day of, Trip will probably tell people.
Oh, by the way, Gretchen's a part of this. Okay, let's do this.
So you're not wrong.
Are you just claiming this whole plan is your idea?
No, I'm not claiming it as my whole. It's like I came up with an idea. It's like, look, here is a thought.
But you were not.
Trip was also thinking of things. Just the Gretchen had more resources. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Trip is like, I mean, like I have some information. Has not elaborated on the source of said information since Trip was not in school today. Maybe I went to a library. I don't know.
Trip going to a library.
Nessa immediately goes, was Trip with you all day, is he?
Yeah, kind of. Just like, is he? Did Trip go to a library?
To which you get a resounding ha.
That's what I thought.
So, Trip shares a thought and a potential plan.
THOT. Y'all like that?
Honestly, it doesn't. It seems to hinge on a lot of stuff, and I mean, if it works, it works. I don't know.
I mean, I've also scheduled your regular type of ass kicking in there too. I don't think all of the parts are going to work perfectly, and that's why I actually need to remember to bring my sword to the cuckoo so they can enchant it. That is what I will be doing as soon as we leave the library. So we have a little more oomph on our side. You know, like you do. I'm assuming that 2 out of the 3 parts won't work.
I mean,
but as long as the big one, which is the location, works,
yeah,
we should be at least ready for an ass kicking. If nothing
I should
else.
probably brush up on my telekinesis.
I'll study some magic. I don't know. We do know someone who is very good at getting items. Maybe Felix has anything magical that we might be able to.
Yeah, I haven't seen Shadow Boy in like.
Where have I?
A little bit since
Well, it's been
yesterday.
A couple of days. Yeah, I guess it's yesterday. It's been a long day.
Early yesterday, like 6 o'clock yesterday.
Before Gretchen showed up. I can always see if, he does seem to have any items. Anything that we might think might help. See if he knows where to get it or knows someone who can get it from.
Or, knows who to steal it from.
That too.
Also, where is Krolov?
Yeah, where is Crowman?
Nadia sort of cracks open her door and she says, he's taking a bit of a sabbatical.
He's still in town?
Yes, but no, but yes.
Is he a crow?
Yes, but no, but yes.
Are any of these answers going to be more specific than yes, but no, but yes, or no, but yes, but no?
It is not my place.
He already told me that he was cursed with crowmancy. He's partially a crowman. We already know that.
You haven't seen it.
I mean, you can tell me, or I'm gonna go get some cracked corn and I'm gonna start feeding people.
I didn't think it would be something as simple as just he's a crow for a while.
No, but
So if we see a person-sized crow running about, we'll know it's him.
He wanted to check up on Gretchen.
I know. That's why I'm worried about him.
So, if you wish to find him, he might be at the hotel.
Thank you.
Also, Robert and Bianca are
No, I'm listening.
are probably going to be attempting some sort of magic, and apparently Barry's in town. But I didn't dig too deep into that.
Ooh.
We have to visit back Barry. We have to visit him.
Yeah, I think also that might be a wrinkle in our plan. Because if
Possibly.
Barry's in town, that means that she's probably collecting on promises. Because if Bianca... I know Bianca's directly involved and tangentially revolved, so there's probably something going on there that we're not aware of.
I don't know. I didn't want to. I overheard them talking at lunch, and I didn't want to pry.
Yeah. I mean, so what I'm hearing is swing by the cuckoos, drop off baby so that they can enchant her, and then we go find a crow man.
I mean,
And we also go talk to Felix.
Izzy kind of goes like, they hate to suggest this, but we could also split up, I guess.
I would like to point out I did not say it this time.
We'd cover more ground, and then we'd get back to here faster. I mean, Nessa's got teleport crystals, so...
I mean, I'm my own ride.
I mean, yeah, Ness, did you ever learn how to, like, make more of those? I don't want to, like, destroy your finite resource.
I did, and I have the supplies to make them. I just have to take the time.
I don't know how magic works, so I don't know if that's a minutes or a days or an hours or a months kind of thing.
I think it might be an hours thing.
Oh.
It would take 3 days for a set of 10.
Not bad. But that's not like 3 days of constant work.
No. If you had things to do, it's 3 days. If you focus it just on the making of these crystals, it's 8 hours.
Yeah, it's like a full day.
I know what I'm going to do instead of sleep tonight.
I'm not sure if that's healthy, but pop off. Okay, so Trip and I will go by the cuckoos. Maybe we can take Aisling with us, and maybe Quentin or Aster know stuff about telekinesis. They can help you.
You're magic folk.
Okay.
Nessa, do you have anything on your, like, magic wish list that we can bring to them?
Honestly, my magic wish list is just magic.
We'll see if Nox has some amulets or something.
Yeah, I need to read more books. I had meant to talk to Bianca about maybe learning magic, but she just seemed to only know necromancy, and might be a problem.
So
I mean, Nadia is back, so that might be a good resource to tap.
You go for Shadow Boy. We'll go for the cuckoos.
Yeah. Tell them I say hi, and if they have I keep me because they keep offering to teach me magic things, and I just keep not having the time.
It's been a busy 3 weeks.
It's been a busy 6 weeks.
That's also true.
After this, we're going to an amusement park. I don't care which one. No, stop, breathe. After this.
Yes, after this.
Saying we survive all of this, we're going to an amusement park.
We're gonna eat cotton candy until we puke.
You're gonna eat cotton candy till you puke.
Funnel cake and all that.
Yes! Funnel cake, caramel apples, deep fried Oreos. We're gonna go.
All right. Break.
Break.
Now, for the following section, as we are rounding off the end of the night, there'll be a series of vignettes. One more flashback. So, let us start with Cole. As you're waiting for the bus, and you see cars kind of pass you, you blink and you remember Felix saying, I mean, this isn't necessarily goodbye. You're at an airport.
You gotta head back. You live across the pond, I take it?
Kinda. It's not much long and not much after that occurrence with Shaban, but his hair is turning more and more silver.
Gotcha.
It's almost like his roots have grown out only slightly now, instead of silver overtaking his hair completely. I don't necessarily understand all this, but I mean, and Felix sort of like holds his hands out as the shadow like claws with a silver glint wrap around his hand. And I need to find out. And that means I gotta go my own way.
Yeah. Well, we all have our own ways we have to travel nowadays. You gotta find out the source of your things. I've got a family matter to take to.
And I've gotta set up shop. So guys, if I'm gonna help you both, I'd like to be in a comfortable spot where no one can find me.
Fair enough.
Well, I hate goodbyes, so Tanya just hugs you both.
Wild concept. As like the hug kind of begins the break. What if we just don't say goodbye?
Like what? Keep in touch?
Yeah. Keep in touch.
I mean, pretty sure I could bug you for like a plane ticket or something if you ever want to see me.
Of course.
I mean, I technically won't say goodbye to either of you because if I have backdoors into your phones, that is creepy, and I'm sorry. The Watchers never really did enjoy my tech skills. They're all books and candlelight.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing. But
So, no goodbyes. See you laters.
until next times.
Be safe, sis.
Be safe.
Felix hugs you both. Oh, and about that refinement to the whole whip thing. Keep me posted, okay?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Sounds pretty cool. I better go, and I don't want you to see me cry, so.
That's how these things work.
Felix turns to walk away. I believe my car's here.
The parents are waiting outside, so I'll walk with you for a little bit.
Yeah. So, an inventor, a former watcher, and a thief walk into and out of an airport.
We walk into an abandoned building and walk out of it. And that was
Right,
pretty,
right. Into an abandoned building.
I mean, I'm surprised I made it out of there, personally.
Cole, promise me you'll be safe. If you ever need anything, please just...
I'll let you know. I'll be
Okay. I am maybe not 24/7, but
safe.
I'm here for you.
I would not expect.
Okay?
Yeah, I would not expect that. You're not an AI. You're a human. And I'm here for you as well if you ever need anything. Thank you for being there.
I told you I hated not goodbyes.
This is not a goodbye. This is just us being emotional. Because we're humans. We're allowed to. I have to still mourn Reese. Because I thought I could bring him back. But now I know I can't. I don't want to.
That doesn't mean we can't move forward.
Oh, I know. And that's acknowledging that is a way of moving forward. And it took some real talk from a Slayer and some banter between you and a burglar we met in an abandoned building to realize that. Because I would have put you all in danger again. I don't want to do that.
Well,
Already
if you
put enough
ever...
people in danger.
Well,
And there's too many people that aren't going home.
the next time you do get in danger, call us first, okay?
I will. I won't go searching out to homes that tell me things. It's a terrible idea. Don't listen to them.
I think that was the second out of 5 editions anyway, so...
Oh, good. There's 4 more still out there somewhere that I should probably also get rid of.
Bad joke. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Be safe out there, Cole Braddock.
You too, Tanya.
She hugs you once more, and a honk knocks you out of your reverie. Hey, are you getting on?
Not yet.
Okay, the next bus isn't for...
It's okay. No rush.
Alright. The bus drives off.
He'll look up at the sky, kind of looks around real quick. Does he see anybody? So where do I find you? Where do you find me?
I believe it's more of the latter, darling.
Oh, good. I've been waiting.
When and where?
8 p.m. The Italian back room. Unless you have a better place in mind.
No. I can't wait to see what you can show me. And the voice fades from your
Likewise.
mind.
He will text real quick. Where are you guys to the group chat? As y'all are probably going about your split up party.
Strategery.
Strategery, yeah.
Trip, Izzy, and Ashlyn. You are in the back room of Impulse, where the cuckoos have set up. You need what?
So apparently this needs to be enchanted.
Alright, add dealing artifacts. Do you either of you Aster's just like what kind of enchantment?
So I'm not sure. The note literally says get this enchanted. Didn't really specify much, and the note is gone now.
You ever play D&D?
No, that's like some nerd stuff.
Give me the sword. Give me like how much are you paying me?
It's for the betterment of the world.
So I'll give you a 10% discount. How much are you paying me?
Triple look at Izzy.
Pay your local enchanters, babe.
$100. I don't know. I'm 17.
Cool. I was gonna do this for 50.
10% discount. It's $90.
Quentin sort of just silently chuckles as he's sort of setting up the piano and everything. Or the keyboard and everything. Give me like a quality job. Standard
A good
enchantment.
quality job.
What I meant by quality. Talking to myself, thanks. Like an hour.
Oh, dope. I thought it was going to take longer than that.
What do you take me for? Some sort of charlatan?
I mean, I haven't seen, like, most of y'all in action, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, just know that we're stronger together.
I kind of guessed that.
Anything else you need? Maybe I can help with.
I don't know if you could help with it, but I have telekinesis powers and I would like to refine them.
How long you got?
I actually don't know. How long do we have?
Like, the rest of the night, I'm pretty sure.
It's a smooth 4:30.
Yeah, like, we have, like, the rest of the day.
Rest of the day, really.
I mean, I guess we could cancel our show. Not many people are coming out after that zombie attack anyway. Quentin, you got this? Quentin is just standing right next to you. How much have you used your telekinesis?
Like, once.
You and I have much to discuss. Come along. And Quentin leads you to a back room, different than the one Aster is in, enchanting Trip's rapier. Trip's baby. Alright. That's you two settled. Is you need anything? Nessa asked for magic. I bet. One sec.
What is the response?
Here, let her play with this. And as he catches the book, it is 101 defensive spells for beginners. Simple incantation to protect you and the ones you love. That's up, we're out.
So you know exactly what she needs.
Alright, well, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I guess I'm gonna break
know to
everything
fight?
down. Yeah.
You want to fight? Like, spar? I guess is the actual term.
You, a slayer, wants to spar with a regular magical human.
Well, I was going to add some things on it for myself, but yes.
Do you understand how dangerous and dumb of an idea that is?
And Trip is just like already pulling out like a blindfold. Like, I mean, for you or for me?
I'm gonna beat your ass with drumsticks. One sec.
and Trip will like put on the blindfold and like let's go. It's like entertainment. You know, what are you doing while everyone else is getting actual work done? Sparring with a blindfold on. Why not?
Ashlyn, do you have the sorcery quality?
I do not. No.
Roll willpower and occultism 3 times. And record every number.
First one is not great. First one is a 9. So success.
Well,
but still.
Other than numbers, record success levels. Maybe that might make things a bit easier. Yeah.
It's the same again. What is wrong with this dice? Better. So I got 2 1s for success levels, and then I got 1 3 success levels.
So 5 success levels in total?
Yeah.
Okay. Under Quentin's training, you find your mind able to expand and use that telekinesis much easier. The weight that you can lift hasn't really all that changed. It hasn't really changed. You can lift maybe 2 textbooks without straining yourself. But with time and training, maybe you could lift things. Or perhaps with someone giving you a bit more power, perhaps you can lift things a bit that are much heavier. But you seem like you have a finer control over your telekinesis.
Okay.
So I would like you, under wild card, write telekinesis and add 2 points. I'm pretty sure that's not how the rules go, but fuck it. It's fun.
I mean, you're the one in the director's chair.
What do you mean Jessica Alba can't make a cameo appearance? But you haven't heard that name in ages. Anyway.
Take that one up with Chip. That's not me.
Chip, I know I didn't tell you. And I apologize for that. I didn't think we'd get her anyway. It's like the combos thing. Anyway. But, yeah. Anytime you want to roll for telekinesis, use willpower and wildcard telekinesis now. That's about all I can teach you. Also, Aster is finished.
Cool.
Is something on your mind?
Yes, but no, but yes. Don't Trip is rubbing off on me.
You don't have to forgive her if you don't wish to.
Well, I know, but I kind of feel like I do. Yeah, that's just me in, I don't know, too frightened, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know.
Do you think that you could talk to her?
It would depend on the context of the situation.
Then perhaps have that conversation after all of this. when there is no more storm and only calm.
Yeah, we can plan to do that if we survive whatever this is.
I believe we will. Just know
And
that
so,
hiding
believe it or not,
how you
yes.
feel, or hiding what words you would wish to say, are not helpful. Trust me. I know. And Quentin sort of walks out of the room. Just as Aster walks out of the room. Well, here's your fucking sword. It looks relatively the same.
Trip has actually not seen it because Trip has to lift the blindfold.
As soon as you lift the blindfold, you get a drumstick right to the stomach. Kia!
No fair!
There are no rules in drum combat and war. No, is he... Nox, why are you doing the whole drum combat thing? They're dumb enough to put a blindfold on!
I was told it was unfair to spar against me, so I was trying to even the playing field.
Yeah, that's how Nox usually gets you.
I mean, I was holding my own perfectly fine.
No, they weren't. I mean, it was a fair contest, my love.
Trip just like hand towards belt, like right, like the cord is there, like about, like, am I gonna quick draw? Am I not?
all of you betrayed
A lot of
me.
people in this room looking suspicious now.
All of you are real sus. Who's the imposter? Here's your fucking sword.
Baby.
Pay me. It looks relatively the same.
I'm assuming you did something magical that I can't see to it. Or it's all up here and I'll figure that out later. I don't know.
Pay me.
Oh yeah, and then you'll see. Do you like need cash money, or you take one of these payment app things?
Cold hard cash.
And then you see Trip kind of like 1 second, and you see like Trip pulls out like a crumpled 20 from their wallet, and then goes into their pencil case and pulls out a 20, and then goes into another pocket, pulls out another 20, and like hunts down for all these crumpled $20 bills, and like ends up with like, you owe me $10 in change.
Quentin, if you would. And then Quentin somehow just has a $10 bill.
Like, gives one of the 20s to Quentin, takes the 10, rest of the money. Thank you.
Pleasure doing business with you. Now go save the world.
You will not be on the list of people I thank because I paid you.
Pay your local enchanters. Keep Haven Rock weird.
Do you guys have like a sticker? Because I feel like that'd be a good one.
No, that's way too close to all the cities that want to be weird but aren't weird.
That's true.
Like, I don't know, Madisonville, Kentucky.
That's very specific. Would you like to elaborate?
It's the town I live in.
Like, I'm now asking nicely, but now that I have the power to pull the truth from you at any moment.
Quentin's like, do you? So you wrap it around Quentin?
Mm-hmm. I didn't really think this through, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all.
Quentin is just staring at you. Eyebrows raised.
Wow, I really did not think this through at all. Like, even more than usual. Who broke your heart so badly?
I lost ton ever. Bless him. And the cord falls. You're gonna have to do a lot better than some rinky-dink cord of truth to
Look,
answer that question. Even if it
Look.
is an artifact of the gods. And Quentin just leaves.
I fucked up.
Shit. Thanks for that. You might as
fucked
well.
up.
You probably need to fucking leave.
Yeah, no, that's on me. I did fuck up.
Quentin,
Thanks.
Fuck off, my guy.
I'm doing the fucking off. And Interp will just go to the door, just fuck off very nicely.
You now have an enchanted baby.
Yay.
NASA. You're going to find Felix.
Yep.
I
Use
assume
a
you
crystal.
portal in.
Yep. I portal in to Noir.
It's much more constructed than the last time you saw it. Still not finished, but
Yeah.
Felix is like at the bar, sort of looking at a list of what he will stock.
Hmm.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Yeah. So there's a thing that we're gonna be doing. I hope you're doing all right. It's been a while.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
Cool. So I will also give him sort of the brief rundown of the plan that I was given.
So you need to find mystical artifacts, maybe things that will protect you.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking for things like that. Anything I can get for people.
From what I've seen, there's not much in this town. Most of it is either hidden away or the magic's just faded out. So I don't know if I can help you there.
I mean, was worth a shot.
Is that all you needed, or?
I mean, and she's so nervous right now, and just sort of just like, kind of, yeah. But I wanted to drop by, see how you were doing. You know, I hadn't really. I think the last time I really had a conversation with you was in the hospital. It was like a week ago.
It was technically you trying to stop your friend from leaving, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of fucked that up.
We fuck up. It's fine. We make mistakes. And Felix just sort of like puts the paper back into whatever binder he pulled it out of. So, I'm okay. Sorry I can't help you, but
Okay, it was a shot. You know, I'm sure that everyone else is having better luck with the cuckoos.
Is there something on your mind?
Yeah, kind of. Maybe I don't know. When this is all over and we're hopefully not dead, we should, I don't know, hang out, go roller skating again. I don't know, food. People do food.
Are you asking me out or something?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, okay. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm not looking for anything. right now.
That's
Being
fair.
shot by a Jono kind of fucked me up, and
That's fair.
I am sincerely not the kind of person you'd probably need around you. So, I'm sorry, but I've got to finish this up.
Yeah.
I hope you have a nice rest of your night.
You too. And then she will portal out.
Do you portal home?
Not like home. Not like portal into the house or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, somewhere like up nearby park or something.
So you can just have a sad walk home.
Take a few minutes in the park. Collect myself.
The acoustic version of the Cranberries Promises plays in the background.
Yep. Yep, and then head on home. And just so it looks like I'm like walking home from school or something, rather than just suddenly, "Hi, Dad, I am home."
As you sort of open the door, you notice that the lights are on, but your dad is having a conversation with someone.
Yeah, do the thing where I drop my bag by the door. There's like a little bowl, toss house keys in there.
Look, I don't know what you're doing here, but I don't think this is right. I have a right to see her.
Dad?
We're in the kitchen, Vanessa.
Immediately know something's wrong. And sort of just walk into the kitchen slowly.
As you turn the corner to the kitchen, you see beautifully long red hair. A smile that you've tried to memorize, but it's been a while.
Mm.
She looks at you and there's tears in her eyes. Hi, baby.
Hi, Mom.
And that's where we end our session.
Concerned.
Much concerned.
Much concerned.
I know that there are some big conversations about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Some we may see on camera, some we may not. Potentially, who knows?
This season, man.
Yes, Ben.
There's one more scene I would like, but I would like it to be off stream.
Okay.
Mainly because I think that was a good ending point and I don't want to step on that.
No worries.
But that's mainly for reasons that I'll explain here in a second. So
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So, thank you for joining us for episode 11, Promises. We got a lot about Cole, Felix, and Tanya this episode. We got a bit of heartbreak. We got some questions asked at the very wrong time.
Yep.
Look,
And we have a
Trip is not smart like that. Trip don't read room.
There's also like the whole, we are going to do something very dangerous. Might as well.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that fuck it floating around.
I'll put myself out there. We maybe do something that may get us killed.
Fair.
So I don't want to like die with regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Not even the latter. But yeah, shall we go around the virtual table and tell the audience where they can find us, who we played, and our favorite moment of this episode? Let's start with Aubrey.
I am Aubrey. I play Nessa. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Madkin Cosplay. I am also the GM of Goblets and Gays and Animamagiri, which is a new cool thing coming out soon.
Ooh.
And my favorite moment of the night was the gut punch at the very end. This 1-2 punch. Okay. Thanks to pain. I love it.
Dan.
Hello, I'm Dan. You can find me on the internet in all of the places at Darker Larper. Here comes the list. On Fridays, you can find me here, which you're already watching, at Killed with the Phoenix. Now, on Saturdays, you can find me on Utopia with Donuts and Duels, which just got announced. Our premiere episode is tomorrow.
Ooh.
Ooh, yes, where we play kids on brooms.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
I've been sitting on it for a little bit, and I'm so excited that I
Brooms so
finally
good.
get to say
I
it.
really want to play Kids on Brooms.
Yes, I'm very excited about it, and I'm
Who
so glad that I get
knows?
to finally
Maybe
say
during
it.
the month of one shots. Mayhaps.
Yeah.
Who knows?
On Sundays, you can find me on Make Believe Live, where I have a morning talk show called Untitled
talking
Morning Show. It's a talking show where we talk about nerdy things, what has happened in the week of nerd, and what will be happening in the future, as well as someone has given me a platform to soapbox on. On the rest of the week, you can just check my Twitter. I'm trying to hit affiliate. That's like my big goal for March. So I will be streaming like almost every day of the week. But you can find all of that on my Twitter. I'm in the internet and all the places at Darker Larper. Just know that I do stuff on the internet. I make content. Blah blah blah. My favorite moment. I can't even say a favorite is like a hard word. I just Nadia showing the fuck back up really has to take it for me. Or it's just like, yes, and someone who's not supposed to be here. And my brain's like, you know, when like a kid gets too excited and they just like they just go for it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a lot of like Trip being like, I like people. No, I don't like you. No, not at all. I missed you.
It's like, I missed you. You shan't tell anybody.
No, this moment has not happened. It shan't be missed, nor recorded in the future. So yeah, that's probably my personal favorite moment. Though there were a lot of great ones this episode.
We are in the final 3 episodes. Fen.
Hello, I'm Fenagini. I've been playing Cole Braddock this evening. You can find me here most of the time. You can find me here on Fridays. Well, not next Friday, unfortunately. I'm taking a little bit of a break after some rough mental health weeks, so I'm taking a week off from now until next Thursday. Not next Thursday. Sorry, following Thursday, where we'll be picking up back with Reticent, one of the many shows here on Guild of the Phoenix. I just need to take a bit of a moment so I don't burn out, which is a very real thing. And it is a good thing to do, to take moment breaks and take moments for yourself. So I am choosing to listen to the advice I often give to others and take a break for a quick moment. Not a long break, but enough of one to where I can relax, disconnect from the internet in most ways that I can. Anyway, I'm not going to drag on this out, but I'm here on Fridays. I'm here on Thursdays as well. I'm here on Sundays. That'll be all in 2 weeks' time. So check us out. We'll be back here next Friday for another episode. Well, I won't personally be here, but you can find me on the internet at Fenacini, at all the social medias, you name it, I'm there. My favorite moment, I really enjoyed I enjoyed the piece about Cole showing up when it's important.
Oh, that was really good.
It's like a big moment, but it was a very funny part for me that I found really enjoyable. I love, of course, all the pieces about Cole's backstory, but it's all stuff that I already kind of talked with Kaleb off screen, and So I think that
I was not expecting to cry as Tanya. Like
I was not expecting you to cry. I almost cried as Cole, and I was like, so I was not.
It's just
that.
acting.
It is. But no, I found that moment very, very funny. I wouldn't say maybe not my favorite moment, but I don't really know that one that was more good as a moment as a whole that wasn't already taken care of before stream. So, and I'm sorry that was kind of distant from the rest of the cast this week, but laying plans for future weeks. So.
No worries, and they'll be back for the finale.
I will.
Alrighty, Emily.
Shameless foreshadowing that he's going to show up at the exact perfect moment.
Yes, it's gonna be our moment of need. Everything is gonna look dark, and Cole is just gonna stroll in.
Look, if the finale goes the way I want it to, it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Cool.
Emily.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily. I played Ashlyn tonight. You can find me on most places in the internet at the Phantom Starfish or some variation thereof. Favorite moment, probably Robert and Bianca, just due to having increasingly poor word choices.
I love those nerds so fucking much.
You're a bone helmet, no.
It's just like, no, I don't like the word necromancer. I'm more of a bone helper. Oh no, oh god, oh fuck. Like, it's like, shut up, bear buddy. And I've been your director, Kaleb Wade. You can find me here on Fridays running this game for at least 2 more weeks, and then we'll just have to see what happens after that. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KalebIsBelak, KalebIsBelak, no capitalization, underscores, or spaces. My favorite moment, oh goodness, Quentin saying "fuck off" to your lasso of truth. I think that was it. Also, like,
That's a Trip being able to read the room, but unfortunately, hi, my name is Trip Ward. I'm 17 and I never fucking learned how to read.
I will say I did love the hug between Trip and Nadia as well.
It was a good one.
Well, you will be able to find us next week for the penultimate episode of the end of season 1. Episode 12, Witching Hour. We'll see you all next week. Bye, everybody. Oops, accidentally hit away instead of ending. Oopsie doodle.
We're coming back. We're coming back.
There we go.
It's the post-credit scene. Everyone knows that.
What do you mean John Bustillos has been confirmed for the MCU? Oh, goodness.
He doesn't